Canon just released several firmware updates for both old and new Canon cameras. A minor update, a major update, and what about the Canon EOS R5? Well, stick around after this short break for all the details. But first, please do me a favor. Follow me on Twitter, but most importantly, please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost you anything and really helps this channel grow. And if you're already a subscriber, thanks so much for your support. Just a few hours ago, Canon released firmware 1.8.1 for the Canon EOS R6. It improves stability of the touch operation control when the touch control is set to sensitive. And it also fixed a few minor issues. But the successor to the Canon EOS R6, the R6 Mark II, it got firmware update 1.1.2, which also improves the stability of the touch operation control when touch control is set to sensitive. But it also fixes an issue that may result in only one battery being charged when the BGR10 battery grip is attached. And the Canon EOS R7, released a year ago, wasn't left out. It got a minor update also improving the stability of the touch operation control when touch control is set to sensitive. All right, I know why you're sticking around. You want to know about the Canon EOS R5. Did it get a firmware update? No, it didn't get one today, but I've got some good news for you. We are getting a Canon EOS R5 firmware update next week. Now, this is according to a reliable source. Now, the source does know the information, but they weren't going to give it to me just yet. For whatever reason, they're unable to tell me the information. They do know the information, but I think it's just to protect my source. They don't want to get themselves in trouble, but we do have a firmware update for the Canon EOS R5 coming next week. Now, what we can do is we can speculate as to what that firmware update's going to be. You see, a couple of months ago, Canon Rumors told us about a series of firmware updates we'd be getting this year to improve the capabilities, the functionality of the Canon EOS R5. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the big 2.0 or a 1.9 or a 1.9.1, but these are all the speculated or promised, or shall we say leaked, specifications that we were supposed to get in a firmware update. Now, one of them is image stabilization control, that pre-shooting buffer from the Canon EOS R6 Mark II. And we're also supposed to get a series of, well, improvements to the autofocus system, improved subject detection, vehicle detection, and to be able to detect more animals. So an overall improvement to the autofocus system, I think, is a really good thing. However, I would like to see an improvement to detecting the focus. So if, for example, if I'm in a crowd of people and or not me, but my son's in a crowd of people, I select him, for example, it will stay sticky on him despite all the other eyes, faces in the crowd. And that would be really, really helpful. I forgot what that other thing I forgot. So, oh yes, lens breathing compensation. I would really love to see that myself. I shoot with a Canon EOS R5 with a 50mm f1.2, and I love this lens. I'm shooting with it right now. But the breathing compensation, or not the breathing compensation, the focus breathing with this lens is, you would expect for an expensive lens, it wouldn't be as bad as it is. You'd expect it to be around the same degree as the 24-105, which is non-existent. But the 50mm f1.2, the focus breathing is it's like a runner that's run a marathon that's completely out of breath. The focus breathing is just absolutely insane. So I'm looking forward to that. But we are supposed to get one other thing. And again, these are rumors, so let's not get too upset with people if they're a little bit wrong here. I think Canon Rumors has done a great job of reporting on the information over the years, and Craig, the founder and editorial director of Canon Rumors, has done a really good job. But sometimes we do get these things wrong. Sometimes the way information flows between the sources, because it's not usually from, I'll get it from somebody and that person gets it directly from hands-on. It can pass like broken telephone through as many as 12 different people. However, we are supposed to finally get that 30-minute record limit lifted. Now, Canon hasn't lifted that 30-minute record limit on any other camera at this point. They haven't, but they've given us new cameras, and every new camera since the R3 has pretty much had that arbitrary limit has been removed. But I'm wondering with the Nikon Z8, maybe, just maybe, Canon will finally remove it in a firmware update, and I'm really looking forward to that. I just wonder, when are we going to get the R5 Mark II? And if we're going to get a series of firmware updates this year, and they're going to be relatively big, well, then I would suspect that the R5 Mark II might not come this year. It could be pushed into the summer of next year, because we got the R1. We know the R1 is going to be coming before the Olympics. We got the R5 Mark II. So we're in that range for the R5 Mark II. It's just, what is Canon going to prioritize? Now, if we get a really big firmware update here, well, that could indicate, look, Canon's giving us a lot of oomph right now, and then maybe that leaves things open for a fall refresh. If we get a minor update, well, then that big firmware update is going to be coming later in the summer or maybe in the early fall, and that would indicate that maybe the R5 is going to take second seat to the R1. And what do you think? Are you looking forward to a firmware update or the R5 Mark II? The last time I did a poll, it was pretty evenly split between, no, give me the firmware update, or no, give me the R5 Mark II. Me personally, I want both. I know I'm a little bit greedy. I know this is a first world problem, but you see, I'm going to keep the R5 and buy the R5 Mark II, so I want the best of both worlds, and 2 R5s also equal an R1. I know that's bad math. It doesn't actually work out that way, but I'm planning on purchasing the R1 once it's available too. So I'm looking forward to both of those two cameras. I just hope that Canon kind of spaces them out about 6 months apart, because if they come around the same time, that doesn't work for me because I can't really get used to one. I'll be looking at, oh, R5 Mark II, oh, R1, and I'll go back and forth. And I'd just like to just live with one camera for 6 months before the next one comes out. And I think it makes a lot of sense for Canon to focus on leaking information about the R5 Mark II or leaking information about the R1. And I wouldn't be surprised if we start to get information on the R1 soon. I've got some rumblings. I'm sussing things out. We'll just have to wait and see. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get something soon. So if you want to stay up to date on all the latest camera news and rumors, well, then go ahead and subscribe, but make sure you also choose all notifications. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention too, if you want to have the download links, they are on Canon USA, but I've got them in the links down below. So you can go ahead and download the firmware update for the R6, the R6 Mark II, and the R7. And if you want to stay up to date on all the minor news and rumors, I was almost going to put this out as a tweet, but I can't sleep. I've got, you know what? Oh, my voice is starting to go now. I've been having trouble sleeping. I haven't slept all night. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if I had some tea earlier in the day. I don't know if I took the wrong NyQuil, DayQuil medicine. Maybe I took the day version instead of the night, but I just can't sleep. So here I am recording a video. I still feel like crap. You can probably hear it in my voice. I just want to get this thing out of the way. But in the meantime, if you follow me on Twitter, all the minor news and rumors that happen or pricing information, there's a huge amount of pricing right now. And actually at B&H, for a limited time only, the Canon EOS R6 is on sale for $15.99. I tweeted this out earlier today, $15.99. $15.99, that's incredible. And Canon's offering a whole series of lenses. I think Canon has taken $700 off that dual fisheye lens. And even here in Canada, I've noticed the price of the Canon EOS R5. It's now dropped down to $47.99. And I think there's a $100 rebate. That's at Downtown Camera. So give Patrick a call, again, in the description, and tell him I sent you there. And he's going to look after you. But some really great deals out there. And this is the stuff that I'm tweeting out on a daily basis. Like I said, the R5 Mark II in the United States is $850 off. It's $500 off, but you get that battery grip, the BG R10. And if you don't need that, you can go ahead and sell it. So you're essentially getting, for $33.99, you're getting $850 worth of goods. You're getting $500 off. You're getting that battery grip. You can always go ahead and sell that. Just some really incredible deals. But before I start rambling, I'm going to go ahead and edit this. And hopefully by the time I'm done editing, and by the time I've uploaded it, I'll be fast asleep. I'll be resting. I'll be resting and relaxing. And if you don't see me commenting right away, it's because I'm in bed, I'm asleep, and I'm just trying to get better. That's why you haven't seen a lot of videos from me over the last week or so. I've just started on the weekend. I came down with this thing, and just like what I had at Christmas time, I was hoping it's going to be over sooner. And at this point, it doesn't appear to be the case. It's tracking the same amount of time, but that's it for now. You don't want to hear about my problems. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks you, John. Thank you, Mark. Kathy, we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.